Hi everyone, Chelsea Tucker here from juniorchelsea.com. Glad that you are here today. Make sure that you're liking, subscribing, commenting the whole bit. It helps YouTube say, hey, we like her and we're going to send this information out to more people. So make sure you're doing that. Check the description box below too for information. That's always a great resource. And let's get into today's video. Today I want to talk about what does it mean to clean more than just our physical and literal house, right? So yes, my course teaches you how to clean the house, right? Because it helps our brains. But what about our brains too, right? We have all of this life experience, we have all of this different knowledge going around. How do we figure out what's good to keep and what's bad? Like, how do we essentially create a trash can in our brains to dump stuff in, so we're constantly filing that out? Because you don't see your brain per se, right? And then only when maybe somebody goes crazy or mental breakdowns happen or something, then you kind of see that, like, okay, yeah, maybe this person's been under an immense amount of pressure. Well, what if we could figure out a way to alleviate that pressure before it got to that point, right? And that we would be able to handle life a little bit better. What does that look like, right? Well, it looks like dealing with what we have now going on, right? So we're always constantly taking information in, and then we have to figure out how to get old information out and the information that we just received, what's important, and getting it out, right? In and out, constantly. And it's hard because think about it this way. Your eyes are your lens, right? You're seeing the world. Your ears, you're hearing the world. You're smelling the world. Like all your senses are things that can bring things in and out, okay? In and out. And how do we deassociate? It's very difficult. It's not just something that just happens, right? Like, it doesn't just go away. Because what happens is, even if you are like blessed enough for that to happen, you're just an empty vessel ready to receive something else. And whether that's good or bad is unknown, and that's very, very dangerous. So what your goal is is to take it slow. Pull things out, bring them in. Pull things out, bring them in. And slowly. You don't have to do it quickly. In my course I talk about how to declutter and like organize, right? So like essentially you gotta kind of like clean house first and then bring back in what's necessary. And that's kind of hard, but it gives you a little bit more time to like file through it. And then you get a little bit wiser each time that like you're trying to file stuff in and out. So it's a process because it takes time. You're not going to be perfect at it at first, right? Like if you get rid of this and you're like, oh wait, you know what? Maybe I needed that baking pan. Okay, now you got to bring that back in because now you have to host something, right? So don't ever be afraid to get rid of something and then to bring it back in. But it's very, very difficult. The goal is to do it slow and steady, just like your living area. So I teach in my course to start with your main living areas and then go to your bedrooms and then go to your closets, right? Don't go to your closets first. Like that's absurdity because you don't see that every day. That doesn't create a different type of stress for you. So just as like what's in your brain, what's at the forefront, you got to focus on, because that's what's causing you the most stress and anxiety. But it doesn't also mean that what's already in there isn't causing you stress and anxiety. So you need to be able to slowly file through that time too. Maybe scheduling out a time when you can sit down and you can have time to yourself to do like a brain dumping session where you're writing all your things out and you're muddling through it, half hour maybe, whatever it is. And especially if you have children or whatever it is, talk to your spouse, if you have one, and figure it out and be like, hey, look, this is something I really need to do. I need you to help me with the children or whatever chore it is, whatever it is. You got to be very open about it because your spouse isn't going to know, most likely. We're not mind readers, okay? It doesn't just click like that, right? So yeah, definitely you gotta take the time because the brain does really, really matter. It's a crucial point. It's a crucial aspect of who you are. And I think that mental space is something that's going to be more talked about. And I think that being able to declutter it is going to be very essential. So I hope that this video has definitely helped you. Make sure again that you're liking, subscribing, subscribing, commenting. Yeah, it really does help YouTube say we like her, get this stuff out so more people can see it. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.